Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, the world away, and we now got part 22 of Hachette Partworks, Build the Terminator. It's funny, this issue's sort of got a reputation about it because some of you have already got this issue and you've told me you're going to love the pins. The pins are going to ping off in all directions and you're going to have a bit of a problem with them. So I've had a look at what we've got to come. As you can see, we've got a sprue. This is going to remind you exactly of the Millennium Falcon build all those years ago. And I don't know if you can see this on one of the cameras. They've sent us 3 pins, so we've got 1 spare. So if they go missing, there you go, that's one of the pins. Look how tiny that is. That's one of the pins that we're going to have to put in to make some jaw sections. Now I'm just going to show you what we've got. We've got this large section here, which is the right shoulder joint. I don't know if we're going to be using that, we'll see soon. But we're going to be cutting these parts off the sprue, putting this tiny pin in there to make a pivot joint, so we've got like a little hinge going on, and then these are going to be mounted on the jaw. When we mount them on the jaw, I am aware that we're only going to be gluing them just at the bottom, not the tops. Okay, so once we've done that, we'll be fitting the front face shield over, and that's it. That's pretty much the whole head completed apart from the back section there, where at the moment we've got the wires coming out. In the next issue we're going to be beginning to assemble the right shoulder and just some bits there that are coming. They should be here next week, although my video won't be here next week because I'm not here, so you're probably going to get treated to 2 videos the week after. But without further ado, let's see how we get on with those pins. Let's get cracking. First things first, I'm going to cut off all of these parts from the sprue using my trusty sprue cutters. And once again, if you don't have a pair of these for yourself, you can get them from my Amazon store, and I will put a link in post-production for that so you can see what that looks like. But these ensure that they come off nice and clean, as you can see that. Lovely and clean there. So going to do that with all the rest of them. Now these pieces look very similar, but match them up with the picture. If I'm lying this part here flat, this end's pointing up in sort of like a, I don't know, about a 2 o'clock position. That's the left side, and that's going to be piece 22.4. The other one here is 22.5, and it's 22.5 that they want me to start off with. So then all we've got to do is grab this section here and just put the hinge joint, as you can see there, just into the holes there, which so it's going to leave a hole all the way through to put the pin. Now this is the bit you guys are all telling me I'm going to have problems with, putting the pin in the hole. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to line it up as best I can. I'm going to see if I can actually just keep that down there for a second. And I'm going to load a pin up onto my tweezers, but I'm not going to be pushing too hard. I'm just going to gently hold them just like that. And then what I'm going to try and do is feed the pin in through the hole. Once it's in, I'm going to push it down with the flat end of my tweezers there. Now we've just got to get it all the way through. So I'm holding it the other side just while I push it, and there we go. All in. Perhaps it helps to have experience of putting those pins in before. But what we'll do is we'll do the next one. Let's see if I can get lucky again. So once again, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to lie it down, pick up a pin, and then once again, just put that in the hole. Just like that. Wiggle it around. And when you're sure you've got it in where you want it, push it down with the flat end of the tweezers there. Then I'm going to hold it and then push it completely. Just like that. And then that's that pin in as well. Okay, so all we need to do now is put these sections in. I'm holding the right hand side one, which is going on this side, into this hole here. You can see that on probably one of the cameras, and then there's 2 holes for the top bits there, here and here. So when we put it in, we're going to sort of put it in the top sections first, just to get that lined up. And once you're happy with the top sections, then the bottom section will just pin in there. Now what I'm going to do is they want us to apply some glue just to that section there, so I'm going to do that now. And once again, I'm not caking it in glue, I'm just putting glue into this part here that I'm going to want to stick to the metal of this. Be careful when you've got glue on this. The last thing you want to do is get glue on the metal there. But that's the first one in. We're going to turn that upside down and just do the other side now. So once again, it's probably best to line up the top sections first So we put one in there, one in there, and that's all balanced on there, ready to go in. And then it's just going to go into the hole we've got there. I'm just holding that into place. And there we go. That's looking just like that, with those two sections in. And then the last thing they want us to do is just fit the faceplate, which just simply slides over these sections here. You see, you got the rods there. They're just going to go down these tracks here. So when we put it on, it should quite simply fit perfectly like that. And that is almost the head complete. Obviously, we've got this at the back there with the wires coming out. I put masking tape in there. There should be 4 wires coming out of that at the moment. So you'll be able to check that. But yep, pretty impressive. Not as tricky as I thought it was going to be. Believe me, you really do work me up. I was actually a little bit nervous before I started that, but then I've done it. It wasn't too bad. The only other piece that we've got left is another metal piece, looking like that. It's for the shoulder joint. We put that to one side because we're going to be using that next time. But I enjoyed that. I mean, I love how we're doing the head first. It's I don't know how that's going to feel when it's up to issue 55 and we're just doing bits and pieces of the body and stuff. We'll have to see. But yeah, look at that. That looks excellent. Can't wait till the motor starts making it talk as well. But all good. Anyway, the next issue, as I said, won't be out next week. It's going to be the week after because I am on vacation. I really do hope you liked that video. And if you did, please remember to give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, have a good day. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please remember to give it a like. And if you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe. Take care.